Hello and welcome to Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We're outside today. We got the whole crew here. If you hear heavy breathing, it's just Moses. He's been chasing the alpacas.
It's not nice.
Now let's talk about these unusual critters back here and how this came to be.
I love them, thank you.
It was Mother's Day and I said, Nikki, what do you want for Mother's Day? Because you're kind of hard to buy for.
Right.
And she said, I want a llama. All right, which seems to be a reasonable request.
Where do you find a llama though?
Well, that's exactly right. So long story short, you know how things work out sometimes.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be. So we go visit River Hill Ranch. Now, I've eaten their alpaca burgers, which are absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Then we found out about their fiber and everything like that. Well, next thing you know, we're taking pictures of these two cats, which she was kind of wanting to get rid of, those two.
You sent them to me. I had to have them.
There's your llama.
I know, I got two babies.
Same family. But you know what? These actually make good guard animals. So when we expand and start moving that way and start getting more sheep, these cats, I'm gonna see how they work out like that. They also won't eat chickens.
Good.
Like
Moses. Not a good boy.
Well, our chicken coop is working out really well, but one day I accidentally let 4 chickens out. And I hadn't had the talk with him yet, and I hadn't had the chance to introduce the chickens to him and make that formal introduction like these are your friends.
Yeah.
You guard these two.
He was a bad boy, wasn't he?
I'm not too sure you weren't involved in that whole
Look at those sweet faces. They would never.
Yeah, all I found was like 2 chicken wings. Anyhow, we're down to, what are we, 11 chickens now?
That's plenty.
That's plenty anyway. But the ranch has expanded, and we had them brought in, carried in. They're not that heavy. They have 2 very different personalities. He got one out, and it screamed like a person. I was like, wow, that was interesting. Packed it over here, and it was all kicking and jumping. The other was just like, all right, I'll go wherever you want me to.
That's mine, Milton.
Is that Milton?
Milton. And then yours is Myron, right?
Myron.
Myron's the protector.
What interesting animals. But anyhow, now we've been dodging rain showers all day. I've got wet, I don't know how many times. I had to change shirts like the 3rd time. But we are going to the harvest cabin because a friend of mine caught some striper.
Okay.
There are so many ways to fix striper, as you know.
Right.
Now we've done the pan-sear with a red wine vinegar sauce, so on and so forth. You remember that?
I like
with the
that
rosemary?
a lot. That's good.
But there's another way that you can really take this striper, which a lot of people, oh, I don't want to eat this striper. Anybody out there that doesn't like their striper that they catch, just fillet it. You can even leave the red meat in. I'll cut that out later. Send it to me, and we'll be fine. We'll take care of it. But we're going to put it on a plate. We're going to plate it up and make you a fancy smancy looking piece of striper that you can fool people and not know it's striper. Now think about striper. It's white, flaky, firm fish, and it's delicious if you fix it right.
I'm excited.
You got to get the red meat out. All right, it looks like we're getting a few drops of rain. Let's take one more gander at our critters. Everybody's fat and happy. Moses is shedding. The sheep are almost done shedding. Babies are playing. Chickens are getting fat. We got a little farm going.
Yes, we do. I
Isn't
like
that fun?
We got a petting zoo.
No. Well, we'll see about the alpaca. I kind of doubt you're going to pet them. All right, we better head to the cabin.
I'm hungry.
Back at the cabin.
Yay.
If you hear a noise, listen. That's our little Eskimo fan. Even our fan's old up here. Isn't that cool?
I love it.
You know what? That's the sound I remember as a kid. If you'd sit there and make noises, you know, blowing it and make noises, or that's the sound that put me to sleep.
You still love it, don't you?
I
love it.
gotta
Don't fall asleep up here.
All right, now recently some buddies of mine went out and caught some striper. Darren and Benji went out and caught some. Now that's a big old hunk of fish. Now
you cleaned it for us.
The thing is about this, there is some red meat that you see right there. You want to trim that off because it does have a bit of strong taste to it. Now, here's what we're going to do with this. Now, there's so many things you can do with striper. You can blacken it, you can fry it, you can boil it in a crab boil, and
oh yeah,
because it's a firm. If you cut it right, you can cut it. It tastes like shrimp.
Yeah.
And you can dip that in cocktail sauce. It's absolutely wonderful. And we have a new cutting board. We got this down in Berea, handcrafted by Edward E. Shoup. Isn't that cool?
That is nice.
And beautiful.
It's beautiful.
That's all handmade Kentucky wood stuff right there. All right, now we're going to take this piece of striper. Now, a lot of people say, oh, striper's strong, I don't want to eat it. Like I said, send it, we'll take it. What I'm going to do is carve a piece out of this like you get in a restaurant.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to do is, I guess you could call this a butter lemon kind of a wine sauce with some heavy cream. You can put some capers in it if you want. It's going to give it a bitey, almost olivey taste. If you don't like that, I like it.
I do too.
And we're going to cut this piece right here into a, now this is going to shrink up a little bit when we cook it.
All right.
Is that not the perfect size?
Nice.
Let's do one more.
For me?
Let's carve this, just a little bit of this red meat off. Like I said, it's just a little bit strong. You don't want that in there. We're gonna cut another nice portion out. Look at that.
That looks good.
Is that not the perfect piece of meat? Now, on the rest of this, we'll trim this up, cut it in little pieces, and deep fry it in peanut oil because it's good for you.
Yeah.
Now, look at those wonderful pieces of fish. All right, so we're gonna make this white wine, lemon butter, caper.
Yum.
If you choose to do the capers, we're gonna take some flour here, and we're gonna just put a little salt and pepper in it. Doctor's orders, whatever he may say. He may say not to do that. Now, we're gonna take this and we're just gonna lightly dredge that. Not too much, just not too much at all. Didn't put anything on the surface of the fish, just let the moisture therein take effect.
You feed me good.
And then we're gonna lay this in our olive oil. If you go to a nice restaurant and you ask for their sea bass or whatever it is they have, their grouper, and you get that lemon butter, white wine sauce.
That's about the size you get.
It's heavenly.
Yeah.
That's about the portion that you would get. And you know, we're gonna make enough sauce here for, you know, if you get a couple fillets, you can feed 6 or 8 people, because striped bass are big fish. People assume that cooking is so tough and so hard. Watch what I'm doing here. You just really have to watch this. We're gonna cook this for 3 or 4 minutes on each side until it gets that nice golden brown, and you know it's gonna be flaky on the inside and you know it's gonna be done. Then we're gonna set that aside.
Okay.
All right, Nikki, while I'm doing this, if you will, go ahead and squeeze me about half a cup of lemon juice.
Okay.
While I'm browning this up. And we've got that figured, what, about 2 lemons, the juice from 2 lemons?
Yeah, we get you about half a cup. We'll measure it.
All right, fish is nicely browned.
Yum.
We're gonna take that off. We're gonna set that right there. This piece right here, nice and brown. All right. All right, now I've still got some olive oil in here, so I'm gonna take these shallots. I'm just gonna lightly turn those over. Press those pieces of garlic in there. I'll press them if you want me to. It takes a grip sometimes. You go ahead and put those in there, and I'll press this garlic. I like this because it's kind of tough for me to cut it up and get all that garlic out in it. You don't want to brown it too much because it gets bitter pretty quick. Pop that other in there real quick. Oh, you smell that?
Yeah, smells good.
Pop that in there. Now, just really, really quickly, I'm going to turn those over.
That's good.
And then I'm going to come back directly with my white wine. Scrape all that good stuff off the bottom. See where we're going here?
I do.
Now we're going to put the remainder of that in here. Okay, we're going to turn the heat up just a hair. We're going to come back with our lemon juice.
Fresh squeezed?
Fresh squeezed. I'm going to put just a shot Worcestershire or Worcester sauce, a tad of hot sauce, salt and pepper to taste. Now smell that.
That smells delicious.
Isn't that nice just by itself? I'm going to cook that. I'm going to let that thicken up for about 3 minutes until it starts to get a little bit. Wow, that smells
good.
heavenly. All right, let's go ahead and put a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. It has absolutely no calories in it.
Oh, good.
Then we're going to cook this for about a minute until it starts warming back up.
That looks good.
Now we got 2 sticks of butter here that are room temperature. You'll want that. That's our last added touch to this. We'll let this thicken up for about a minute. And then, little by little, we're going to put this butter in here, and it's not going to be delicious.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Not fattening either?
Pat by pat. And we're almost done.
That was quick.
All right, that's enough. We're good.
You're good?
We're good on the butter.
All right.
Now, right before you're done, taste it. Make sure it's got everything you need in there. Do a little adjustment towards the end.
Shouldn't I probably taste that?
You probably should. Now you get that zing, that lemon.
Oh, that's good.
All right, I'm gonna back that down. Now, would you bring me a plate?
Sure will.
And I'll show you how this is gonna look. We're gonna come back from that.
Yummy.
That doesn't look good.
No.
I would not eat that.
I'll eat it then. You don't have to eat it.
Maybe I would eat it. Now
That looks
look,
good.
does that look like something you'd get out?
It's like something from a fancy restaurant.
I'm telling you what,
Look
now,
at you.
this is not that hard.
You always outdo yourself. You're
A little
creative.
bit of tomatoes, just a tiny bit of tomato on top. Doesn't that look
That
terrible?
looks nice.
Striper. right out of Lake Como.
Delish. We ready?
Ready.
Good.
I'm just telling you.
Outdid yourself again. Very good.
No, ooh, the
Really?
flavors just
Excellent.
zing across your tongue with that lemon and the shallots. You gotta have it. And the wine. We've been working on the Smokehouse.
I saw that.
John Akers has been moving along. He went from the first step where he dug a little hole,
Right.
set some blocks, came up a layer, put a little flue in there. The next thing he's going to start to work on is the actual place where you build the fire. Now there's also a little door on here so we can draw air through there, crack it open
Okay.
a bit. Now this is a cold smoking outfit. Let's go to the next step with our buddy John.